So how's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, like I promised, I'm going to showcase the deck profile for the Salamangreat that I've been using for the Link Festival or the Link Regulation Duel. Now, basically, there's a lot of problems that I had with the deck beforehand because it wasn't the Link Festival, and I tried to do it against other players. So now there is the Link Festival, which in some case people are not using Link monsters. I'm talking about you, Dino players. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna showcase you guys this deck right here. So this deck is a little bit more versatile than the other one that I have. So problem with the first one, I get Nibiru'd, I can't recover. If my Bailings or one of my Link monsters stop the search, there's no way that I can go for more than Link 2 or Link 3. So that's why we have Parallel Exceed that will help us go towards that or bypass that negation. We have in our main deck 1 Effect Veiler, 3 Maxis, 1 Mirror. Mirror is pretty good. Once you add this card on your hand, you can special summon this. 3 Maxis, 3 Ash Blossoms, 3 Buffaloes, 2 Foxy, 2 Gazelles, 3 Spinnies, 1 Falco. People are using 3 copies of Falco or even 2, but I just prefer 1 because it's just too much, and 1 is enough to get a hold of your Salamangreat cards that are in the graveyard, more specifically spell and traps. Jaguar, Jaguar. People are also using 2 copies. I just prefer 1 because there are a lot of cards I need to focus on rather than Jaguar. 1 Foul, very needed or very important. Once you normal summon a Salamangreat monster or special summon a Salamangreat monster, you can special summon this from your hand. Phantasme Dragon or Fantastical Dragon, this is very good with regards to the Link Festival. Once your opponent Link summons a monster, you draw the same number of cards from your deck depending on the Link number or Link rating on that specific monster plus 1. You send back 1 card from your hand and then to the graveyard to your deck. It's still a good draw power, of course, and you don't need Burning Draw. I tried Burning Draw, but it moves towards a blind second deck. It's easy to make a blind second deck or a turn 2 deck, but I'm not really gonna do that. I'm just more familiar with the first turn 1 and set up my board properly just to get just to have this kind of video. Anyways, so that is it. We have 1 Kaiju just to remove 1 specific monster on our opponent's side of the field. 3 Parallel Exceed, very important. 1 Nibiru, of course. For your spell and traps, you have Harpy Splitter Duster, 1 Sanctuary, 1 Will of the Salamangreat, 2 Colbert Grave, 3 Circles, 1 Crossout Designator, very important, of course. 2 Infinite Impermanence, 1 Rage, 1 Roar. So that's basically your main deck right there. My extra deck, we have 3 Bailings, 1 Linguriboh, 1 Update Jammer, 3 Sunlight Wolf, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Splash Mage, 1 Transcode Talker, 1 Decode Talker Heat Soul, 1 Mech Knight Crusadia Ava Max, very good when it comes to some cases. 1 Access Code Talker, your OTK is this one. And lastly, 1 Underworld Goddess of the Closed World. So this card is pretty good in some scenarios. It will link off your opponent's monster for your own. It's one of those disgusting cards, but is really good once you use it. So that's basically one of the best cards that I have. That's why I really want to keep this card on any type of Link deck that I am going to showcase to you guys. That is the deck profile, guys. We'll move towards the replays. See you in a bit. Alright, guys, so this is the replays, and we'll just be doing 2 replays for now. Yeah. So we start off with 1 Mirror, 1 Gazelle, 1 Spinny, 1 Foul, and 1 Call with a Grave. It's very sad that we got Mirror. We just have to search this one and special summon to the field. But regardless, it was fine. So we move towards Gazelle on our first turn, or our first move, sending our Roar to the graveyard, and we still link off to Bailings. Bailings is going to be summoned to the field, search for our Sanctuary. Our opponent is going to use Maxi. Luckily, we have Colbert Grave for his Maxi. So one thing to take note with regards to Salamangreat, Maxi is not your friend. So Colbert Grave will be chain by Foul afterwards. Foul is gonna be special summoned to the field. And one thing to take note about Foul, you can drop off a Salamangreat from hand or on the field. Then you can target one set card on your opponent's side of the field. It can't be activated. That's pretty good. That's a good effect. There we go. Sanctuary is going to be activated, summoning our Sunlight Wolf to the field. Spinny is going to be dropped off. And then we'll special summon Spinny afterwards. After the second linking for Sunlight Wolf. For our Roar to be set to our field. And then Spinny is going to be special summoned to the Arrow of Wolf, getting our Foul. There we go. Is that perfect? That's correct, right? Yeah, that's Foul. So our Spinny will be summoned by Linkuriboh, and that is basically our end board right there. So at this point, our opponent used our unexpected die. I really thought he normal summoned it, so I wasn't paying attention on this duel. So that's why I made a mistake on using Roar to his monster. So I was really having a thought that he might have another normal monster, which he has actually. So this is one of my minor problems that I did for this duel. There we go. Sowing is going to be activated, summoning Seed to the field. The Twin Seeds. Sunvine monster, and special summoning the normal Sunvine as well. Moving towards the Sun Avalon. Oh wait, no, not yet. The Jasmine first. Jasmine is gonna tribute one plant, spell summoning another plant monster, which is the Generator. And then their Aromage Laurel, spell summon to the field, and with Luchi or Luki is gonna move towards a link for another Jasmine. There we go. That's really the playstyle for plants. Really interesting, and it's the first time I've seen this kind of playstyle actually. Bouncer is going to be added to this hand, and of course a copy of Lone Fire Blossom. It's pretty good resourcing for plant decks. There you go, and that's the Sun Avalon. Melius is going to be summoned to the field. Melius is going to spell summon the normal monster again, Luchi. And then Sunvine Healer is going to be activated into it's going to be co-linked with the Wolf. Since it's summoned to its arrow, I get a copy of my Gazelle back from my graveyard, which is pretty useful on my turn next. And then our opponent is gonna summon what you call this, the Groot monster, the Halancer. Now at this point, I really made a mistake here. I really thought that once he attacks, that's the card that's gonna be returned back to my hand. So yeah, I kindly used the effect of the Sanctuary, which is very bad on my part. So yeah, basically he returned my Linkuriboh to my extra deck, and that was basically my problem there. So on my turn, I drew into Flame Buffalo, which is pretty fine. I summoned Flame Buffalo, and by in God's name, he actually doesn't read as well. So he returned my Flame Buffalo to my hand, prompting its effect, sending on my Flame Buffalo to the graveyard, and of course drawing 2 cards. He then chained with Drill and Lock, which doesn't really matter for me. I Kaiju his Groot, and then I link off to another copy of Sunlight Wolf to get a hold of did I have a no, we don't have, sorry. So I normal summon Gazelle. I special summon, right? I special summon Gazelle. Yeah, that's special summon, sorry. And then chain with my Foul to be special summoned to the field, getting a copy of my Will the Salamangreat from my Gazelle. So Update Jammer is going to be summoned to the field. Now I was trying to go for Transcode Talker here, but I think it was just fair enough because I got a lot of Link monsters in my graveyard. So just basically ending the game right here. So Transcode Talker is gonna be there. With the help of Update Jammer, I can attack twice. And with a lot of materials or a lot of Link monsters in my graveyard, I can just pop more than 2 cards. But 2 is just enough. There we go. Then attack twice. That's basically the game. So second and last game, guys, we have one Maxi, one Flame Buffalo, one Falco, one Circle, and one Salamangreat Rage. Okay, so first off, we go for Circle here. Get a copy of our Gazelle. And then normal summoner Buffalo and blink it off to Bailings, a normal play style for a Salamangreat player. Buffalo will prompt and then chain block it with Bailings. There we go, getting our Sanctuary, and Bailings will drop off our Falco. Falco, since it's dropped off, I can return my Circle. Will the Salamangreat is activated, and of course, my Sanctuary, of course. With the help of Will, I summon my Falco to the field. Go for Sunlight Wolf. And then, I special summon the Gazelle. Gazelle will prompt its effect, blocking it with my Sunlight Wolf. There we go. Sending my Spinny. Spinny will special summon to the field. And then I link it off to another Sunlight Wolf. That's basically how you use your field spell. Link it off with Splash Mage. Get a copy of another monster, but its effects are negated though. Nevertheless, it was fine. Go for Heat Soul right here. There we go. And then use the effect of Heat Soul. Draw one card. Set our Rage and our Roar. And we have a good end board right here. Our opponent just kaiju'd us. So basically that's sad. Nevertheless, it was fine. We got Circle and we chained Maxi, of course, to get a lot of cards out of it. We got a copy of Mir. Since Mir is added to our hand, we spell summon Mir. He summoned Maxi, or the Squadder C thingy. There we go. Use our our Rage to pop its monster. Since Falco was sent to the graveyard, we managed to set our Rage back to the field. Will is activated, spell summoning our Wolf. And then we move towards linking off for Update Jammer. And then I won't move Wolf here because I need a Salamangreat Link monster to prompt my trap cards. So just my monsters right there is enough for Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker will special summon Update Jammer since Update Jammer didn't use its effect. Or an Axis Code Talker. So Link 3 is going to be increased with a 3k on his attack. And then chain block it with Update Jammer for its effect. Having my monster with a 5-300, he will chain with Juraygumo. Salamangreat Roar is activated. Just to negate Juragudo. Juragumo. Right. And that's basically how he scooped. So that's basically the replays, guys. Back to me. So that is the replays, and that is the deck profile for the Salamangreat, guys. If you want to copy this deck, it's up to you. I'll be posting this one in the YugiOh Pro deck something. And you can check that one out. Of course, there is also a deck list down below in the comment section. So keep safe, good luck. Please subscribe if you want more videos like this in the near future. Have a good night, guys. It's already 12 o'clock. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, by the way, we'll be showcasing Unchained later on. Hopefully we get that kind of video. Bye-bye.